Good evening, everyone. Late Night Mega here, and tonight we're going to do another Shadows over Innistrad Remastered draft. Hopefully this one goes a bit better. I don't know how long it's going to take to find a draft table, so I'll wait for this to fill up and then I'll be back. Alrighty, and we're back, just waiting on the final player to click the ready button. Alright, there we go. And we open a Triskaidekaphobia, not really what we want to be doing. So I guess the best card in the pack here is going to be this Lightning Axe, great removal spell. Not really a whole lot else in the pack. There's a Stitchwing. Oh, Daring Sleuth is good too. But I'm going to take the removal. It's also a madness outlet. I mean, what better to follow up one? Thermal Alchemist is also pretty good, but why not follow up one Lightning Axe with another? So we really need to be Black-Red Madness. A rare was taken, so no big signal yet. That is a mana. This is a Madness card. This is a Deadweight, so we're going to be Black-Red Madness. I'd rather take the Deadweight here. Starting off a draft with 3 1-mana cards. I mean, this could cost 6 if you want it to deal 5 to a creature. And I'm sure one of those other 2 Madness cards will come back to us. Okay, nothing black-red that has madness. Nothing... I mean, Humble the Brood is interesting. I guess we can just take another 1-mana card. I could take the Cool Caller's Accomplice. Yeah, I'll take the... I'll take the cheap card here. Fleeting Memories. Enters the battlefield and investigate. Resack a clue, target player mills 3. Or I could take the Insatiable Gorgers. I'm going to speculate maybe a little bit. Where's the take inventory there? That's the second take inventory. Maybe I could have gone that route. Because now we're not seeing a lot of return an aura or equipment from your graveyard to your hand. That actually has some synergy with Deadweight. I might pick that up. There's be a little bit of everything right now. There seems to be a lot of white. I'll take the Angelic Purge. So another creature dies. There's a Ride Down. There's a Scarecrow. which might go into any sort of deck. Alright, let's try the Scarecrow. There's a Shield Mate. This is pick 9. We haven't seen a whole lot of stuff with it. The next pick, I think, is the one with the 2 Madness cards. Or it's the pick after that, because we took the Dead Weight. Right. Alright, there's the Harvester, or the Harvest Hand. Borrowed Malevolence, which can be a neat trick. Or there's the Geist. Ooh, Dauntless Cathar, that's good. Humble the Brute came back, as did Take Inventory. It makes me think the next Take Inventory is also going to wheel. I'm going to take those. Because if we get... we might just be blue-white here. Steadfast Cathar. Alright. Bloodhall Priest enters the battlefield or attacks. If you have no cards in hand, it deals 2 damage to any target. Ooh. And there's Kindly Stranger, Delirium. There's a third Take Inventory. Well, if the Take Inventories are wheeling, and we're going to be blue-white, I'm going to take the Thraben Inspector, I think. Because we did not see any Madness things at all. That's... both of them did not come back. And red did not seem super open either. So let's see what we can do with blue-white, shall we? There's Bound by Moon Silver. I already have one Angelic Purge. I don't want a ton of those. Or there's Rise from the Tides. Take the Bound by Moon Silver. Jace's Scrutiny. There's Past in Flames, which is a... well, it is a rare, but we also have a Wanderer. Which we're going to be Spirits. Yeah. I've never cared to play any sort of Past in Flames deck in Construct. I'm going to pass on the Mythic. Ooh. And we're rewarded with a Spell Queller. Pick 4 Spell Queller. We're definitely in the right lane with blue-white Spirits. Oh, that thing's a Spirit. Fogwalker. That makes mana for instants and sorceries. Which that's actually decent as well. So we'll take this one. Yeah, it flips into a 3/4, which is a pretty good size body. A 3/4 with prowess. And makes our instants and sorceries cost 1 less. I just hope that other Take Inventory wheels. This thing wrecked us last time. Let's take it. It has Emerge and Flash, and it's really mean. Now we get a Topplegeist. I also get Feeling of Dread, which is another good one. But I'm going to take the Topplegeist. I don't know if we'll be able to hit Delirium. Well, we're going to play the Scarecrow. This gives us more of a reason to do that. This is a different Rise from the Tides. Enters the battlefield. That's a good one. I'm going to take a Rise. We might... Because we have... Oh, we don't have a lot of as many non-creatures as I thought. Oh, yep, there's Take Inventory. So we want to have at least 3 of these. I like the Jace's Scrutiny, but 3 of these makes this playable. And it's only because they started wheeling in pack 1. I mean, there's another Rise. I don't... We're a little bit too spirit heavy, I think, for Rise from the Tides. But I will take Jace's Scrutiny. We care a bit about Delirium. I could play that if we need to. I could get another Jace's Scrutiny. This stuff doesn't matter. Yeah, I'm really glad I didn't try to force the vampires. Yeah, this thing is playable, but we'll likely cut it. Gisela the Broken Blade. Flying First Strike lifelink. This thing can win games on its own, and it can meld if you have the other thing to get Brucella Voice of Nightmares. You probably won't get that, but because the Brunna is a regular rare, and I have one of these before. When I did these drafts before, I did get one of these. It was in a green-white deck. Oh, this is going to be the pick. It is a bomb. It will take over the game. It will win us the game if our opponent can't remove it. Manic Scribe. I don't think I need another Jace's Scrutiny. I could use more spirits. Maybe that Feeling of Dread will come back. This thing, but we don't have a lot of... Oh, there's a Sin Prodder, too. For some reason, I thought that got downshifted to an uncommon. I feel like I remember doing a draft and that was an uncommon. We'll take a Dauntless Cathar now. Oh, and we get a Selfless Spirit. How many of these do I have? Only one? Yeah, sack it. Creatures you control gain indestructible. Yeah, that's... With all the rare spirits we have in this deck, this is starting to look like a little bit of a constructed deck. We've got Mausoleum Wanderer, Selfless Spirit, Spell Queller. There's Spectral Shepherd. And we're just going to keep the spirits coming, I guess. This can bounce a spirit to return, you know, something good. Alright, Gossip Monger. Or a third Dauntless Cathar. We have a lot of 3-drop. We have a lot of 1-drops. I've heard this is like an underrated but pretty good common, or uncommon. A 4th Take Inventory. I kind of wanted the Port Town. Well, this Take Inventory is not coming back. There's just not enough time. Ooh, Essence Flux. I like the cheap tricks. I like the Thraben Inspector, too. Oh, well, here's a Spirit. I'll take that over the 2/2 flyer. There's just more synergy in our deck. We also got to figure out how to cut this down. Jace's Scrutiny, Feeling of Dread. We'll take Feeling of Dread because that's exactly what this type of deck wants to do. Now we get another Silent Departure. Another Guardian of Pilgrims. We'll take that. I mean, it kind of goes with a lot of our 1-drops, too. Let's take one of these Fog Walkers. Another Shield Mate. That's good. I'll take Gnaw to the Bone. And Field Creeper. Okay. We have a lot of cuts to make. 51. Right. Instead of trying to cut this, let's do this thing. We'll cut everything, and everything that's a bomb get into the deck. So we want to play Topplegeist. We know we want to play the Thraben Inspector. We want to play the Selfless. We want to play Removal. We want to play the Angelic Purge. Because we've got enough stuff. We want to play Gisela. We've got enough, like, tokeny things that can just get stuff back. We want to play the Essence Flux. Because this is a spirit. We want to play the Mausoleum Wanderer. We want to play the Fortake Inventories. I'm not really doing the mill thing, even though we have a few clues. Oh, there's Spell Queller. Let's get this thing into the deck. Do I have anything that cares about Delirium right now? Oh, Topplegeist does. So I guess I really do like the Angelic Purge there. Now we could go for more 2-drops. Could go for those. Oh, I want that 2-drop as well. Alright, so the final card... I don't think we need that. Yeah, no, we're not that spell heavy. So I'm looking at Feeling of Dread, Jace's Scrutiny. Kind of want to run 2 Scrutinies, if I'm being honest. So I guess it's really just between those, and there's the Silent Departure. So if I did that, I have to cut a couple non-creatures. I guess maybe I don't need Feeling of Dread. This can also sacrifice a land to help with Delirium on the Topplegeist. This thing can also return our spirits. I don't think I want to cut any spirits, though. So I guess if I was going to cut things, I would cut a scrutiny and a feeling of dread. Because what's our non-creature? Actually, we have a fairly low curve besides this. And we've got 4 take inventories. I can cut a land here. And I think we'll still be able to make our land drops. And then I can cut the feeling of dread. Or cut a scrutiny. I can cut a scrutiny. Yeah, Spell Queller, I guess you can be the star here. Alright, let's get into the games with our blue-white spirit deck that's going to look very much like a constructed level deck sometimes with all the rares we got. We have Mausoleum Wanderer, Selfless Spirit, Spell Queller, Gisela. And the thing is, those rare spirits all see play in Constructed. Wasn't there another rare spirit we got, too? Maybe it's just those. I don't know. A Gigas is our first opponent, gold tier. Yeah, this is fine. You can always sack the Inspector to Angelic Purge. We don't really lose anything by doing that. If we don't feel like sacking land. Which I'm not going to feel like sacking land while we have the Emerge thing here. And just crack the clue. Could also Essence Flux this thing and get another... I mean, that's a thing we could do. It's not really a thing we need to do. I'm going to stop that from doing anything. Bound by Moonsilver can only be activated as a sorcery if I want to sack a thing. Traverse the Uvenwald. Okay, so you get a basic land because you don't have Delirium active. So are you getting a splash color? Yes. Alright. And there's a Spell Queller. Why don't we just do that? Because we can Spell Queller whatever their 4-drop is. And it's fine if this thing wants to hit me. Oh, you're gonna do that. Alright. Are we casting anything? You could still cast a 3-drop. I'm just gonna Spell Queller anything here. I can still just flash this in. It's fine as a 2/3 flying with flash. Don't tell me our gold tier opponent... Not that gold tier players can't be good, they just might play less often. But don't tell me he's like, forecasting a spell queller in our hand and holding back because of that. Just cast a spell. Okay, fine, don't cast a spell. I have spell queller. Can also Essence Flux the Spell Queller to steal something of our opponent's. That turns into a 4/6. This takes 8 to emerge. -3 would be 5 mana. I could even have that for next turn, potentially. Wretched Griff. Well, Essence Flux isn't going to fix that. That's a 7 mana thing. Alright. I guess I just purge it. I don't know what our opponent is thinking about over there. Could just sack the land. I'm going to sack the land. We have extras. We'll probably find more. If there's any protection here, I can do the Spell Queller Essence Flux deal and stop that from happening. Well, I can't when you do that. Oh, I could have stopped the grapple. Here comes this again. Why am I getting wrecked by this deck? It's just all these emerge things. Oh, now what are we doing? Or we're just playing another one of him. I could block an Essence Flux to get another clue token. There's Topplegeist. I don't have a creature in my... Tap target creature an opponent controls. Beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if there are 4 more card types, you get to tap their creature. Alright. Oh, wait. I could do instant. Stop their upkeep. Don't have... Okay. I'm gonna say, just don't have, like, removal. Tap that down. Do I... Okay, I guess it... I guess we don't get to tap two things. Opponent's getting a lot of big stuff. And I'm getting not a lot of answers. In fact, two of my cards that are answers are already gone. This is 7 damage. I can't compete with all this big stuff. I'm gonna have to sack this so I can actually play this. That's the only way I can do that. Since that's being sacked, that's not... We gotta tap the 5/7. Just hope there's no other silliness going on here. Well, we're gonna cast this now before this stuff happens. Of course, now he's not going to attack with this, so we can't kill it. So much for the surprise. I'm just going to tap down the flyer, I guess. This is just all this big stuff. I can't deal with all this. And making things indestructible is not going to stop this. Just... That's so ridiculous. Both of my things got basically nullified because of all that emerge. Alright, let's try again. D&D Striker. Opening hand looks great. We can Thraben Inspector, sack a clue, play Dauntless Cathar, hold up Spell Queller, whatever we want to do. I mean, I said that last time too. There's a Traverse the Ulvenwald. That was second, not green-blue again. I don't need to get in for one. I'd rather just trade this off before Delirium happens, if that's possible. It's not possible. These Dauntless Cathars are... It's another Emerge deck. I already don't like where this is going. Oh, hey, take inventory. That's right, we have that in the deck. I was going to Spell Queller the 4 mana or less cards they'll never play again. I could have just flashed in... Yeah, told you, never play it again. Because it's just going to be Emerge stuff. Yeah. Spontaneous mutation. Indestructible doesn't matter when, you know, that happens. Guess get in for 1 while I can. We'll play another flyer. I think my flyers are valuable. I've got 3 drops here I can... trade with that thing. Oh, Mausoleum Wanderer. Well, we're gonna nullify this, for starters. Jace. You're just gonna return your Stitch Wing. I guess in that case I get to kill Jace, but then this 3/4. Or you can scry and draw. Jace goes up to 6. Now you attack with that. Now we're gonna get to trade, or you'll lose Jace. Ooh. Spectral Shepherd is good. I can bounce my Spell Queller.
I'll have to erase that memory.
Now I kind of need to bounce the Spell Queller. But now we can't bounce the Stitch Wing, so I guess there's that.
Think fast.
Alright, let's make sure... I want this Jace dead. I just want him dead. I can bounce whatever it tries to block.
Think faster.
I played 1 take inventory, so this is going to draw me 2. Let's... well, let's make the trade. Gives him a card. I'll get this spirit eventually. Wolfkin Bond. Okay, we need to find another answer. I can always just keep bouncing the... I just gotta keep 2 mana open. I suppose this would have been the mana efficient play. Alright. Just bounce my Spell Queller. Alright, we got all our rare spirits here. I could also just sack something and move the thing over to the 5/5. More Wolfkin Bonds. I actually have attacks starting soon. Because I can just bounce whatever thing is trying to block, the 5/5 is trying to block. Oh, that's fine. More land is good. So we need to play something this turn. And have mana up for... yeah, we'll just pass. I mean, it doesn't really matter if this is a 5/5 or a 3/4 flyer. They're both equally not great for me. Well, this is neat. Let's do this. Alright, 2/3 can eat this, 2/3 can eat this, and that can eat that. Seasons Past. Return any number of cards with different mana values from your graveyard to hand. Sacrifice it unless X is power. You can't pay 2. So let's just not do that. I mean, that's the most expensive one to recast, but I guess it's fine. Alright, here we go. We're working now. I can spell Queller that, and he can concede. Oh, what it takes to get a win in this format. Oh, I'm still coming off the last draft we had. Alrighty then, next game. Let me check on the recording here. Yep, we're still recording. NLV. Is that NIV? I have no idea. I think we're gonna keep. This is silly. Oh, a Thraben Inspector. That's wonderful. I can even play the Guardian and pump that. I think that is exactly what I'm gonna do. Would you look at that? I found Gisela. Finally, our, card draw and mythic rare want to come out to play. Let's draw because we need to hit a land drop. We did not hit a land drop. There's no... Opponent didn't play anything, so I didn't want to run into a trick there. I also need to hit lands. Thank you. Now that I have the Essence Flux, I have a trick of my own. I have a trick of my own, but I don't need to yet. I'm not going to play the Gisela until we have 5 mana to keep the Essence Flux up. That card is really bad against Thraben Inspector. We also just need to play some stuff. To clear out our hand. Well, I don't care what gets tapped. I guess I could attack with this now. I'm fine with anything trading. Just make the board less cluttered. Yep, I'm good with that. Also gets us a creature in the graveyard for Delirium. Well, so much for that. That can only kill the Dauntless Cathar, which is fine. Even if there's a trick here. Yeah, that's fine. Can't attack, block, or transform. Well, that doesn't help much there. I want to play Gisela, but we need some lands. There we go. Dauntless Cathar. Thraben Inspector being a really annoying blocker. Olivia's Dragoon, that's fine. I could... Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to play Gisela soon enough. Yep, that's fine. And we will just always keep this Essence Flux up to defend it. Because I have a feeling removal is coming. Oh, this brings it back immediately. It will still blank spot removal because when it exiles and returns, the game is like treating it as a different thing. Faithless looting, huh? Okay. Probably trying to find some lands too. So you can discard the Alchemist, whatever it is. And then next turn we're going to play the Selfless Spirit so we can sack that to protect Gisela as well. Those two things should be enough protection on it for us to just be able to take over the game. Okay, well you can't cast any of that. So you either have to cast it immediately or forever hold your peace. Just gonna keep playing around any instant speed tricks. Alright, here we go. Play the Selfless Spirit. Could even get a 1/1 right now. I don't have a reason not to. Not gonna flash in the Drogskull Shieldmate, but I don't have a reason why I'd need to. I mean, the pinging from this just is not going to matter because I have a life linker. Oh, Guess is bidding. That's good. Opponent's gonna try and race, which is fine. It's hard to race Gisela. It's one of the best mythics. I want to kill the Madness Outlet. I mean, I could Drogskull Shieldmate. I want to keep tricks up. I don't care about taking 4 here. Goes to kill the Spirit. Interesting. And I can get this card draw. Our 4th take inventory is going to draw us 4 cards. So we're going to keep making all of our land drops. I guess I've got Essence Flux and the Selfless Spirit up. Yeah, there's no hope against this. I mean, if you want a deck that beats this, just play a million Emerge creatures. Alright, let's get into the next game. Against Harrison G. Well, looks fine to me. Missing our Thraben Inspector, but we can start our take inventories. Got plenty to do at 3. Probably start with the... what do I want to start with? Start with the Cathar. I know they could have Incendiary Flow, which would be kind of annoying, but not the end of the world. Oh, we're gonna do Alchemist Greeting. Alright. That is fine by me. I'm just gonna flash in Spell Queller, I think. Now that our opponent is finally... Oh, that's a scary one. That was a good thing to, take. What, you have the Fiery Temper? Yeah, why didn't this come back? Oh, because enters... Oh, it has the older text. Yeah, so the enters the battlefield trigger and leaves the battlefield trigger are both different stack triggers. Okay. That's nifty. So let's just do this. Let's see if we can finally rid ourselves of this menace. The Drug Skull Shieldmate. Can't kill anything without discarding. And even if you discard, you would need something fancy. That's not a challenge opponent. So we can discard... Okay. Kills the flyer? I mean, okay. I'll just play some more flyers of my own. Now the question is, do I take the damage or do I, like, go for a block? I'm not going to block. We've got interaction in our hand. That's kind of annoying. So Thraben Inspector. I'm just gonna stop this thing. Those 2/2 tokens aren't gonna do much. While we've got a 2/3. Lightning Axe discarding Alchemist's Greeting. Alright, do you want to cast the... Oh, you can't cast Alchemist's Greeting. I think this is worth saving. Jace's Scrutiny, that's a good one too. Now we have like all tricks in our hand. Let's go for a double block. Oh, you don't want to do that, huh? Alright. Olivia's Dragoon, that's another madness enabler. I mean, opponent, the trick is right here. I can even block each of them. You gotta have something here. Well, you might have something. Another Alchemist Greeting, okay. That's fair. I need to use Jace's Scrutiny defensively, I think. I'll take inventory. I get to draw a couple cards. Wanderer's not bad, but it's not mana efficient right now. Alright. We'll probably just... I want the Olivia's Dragoon to attack. Oh, that's not good. I'll probably sack something to move the thing over there eventually. Oh, that's good. Let's see. I can't block and bounce. This is 2, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I should have double blocked there with the Wanderer and Investigator. All creatures get -2/-2. Well, that wipes my board, so let's just not do that. Oh, hello. 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. So I can sack the Thraben Inspector. That is going to... Oh yeah, because otherwise it's 9 mana. I don't really want to go to 1. Because then I die to some silly things. I could still die to Incendiary Flow. Nope, we have lethal. Alright. Well, that was kind of a close one. Hey, we're up to 3 wins. So I guess that that uncommon spirit that lets you return a spirit to your hand, it has a lot of utility purposes. Is it right? Oh, we've got to take inventory. Missing a white source, but we're also on the draw. That's not, is it? That's Boros. This is a very aggressive start. Wanderer doesn't actually do anything right now. Very aggressive start from our opponent. Guess we'll play our own Dauntless Cathar. I'll trade with this thing. Well, just kidding, it doesn't trade anymore. This feels like I'm playing against Boros aggro from Wilds of Eldraine. They just get 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop. Endless aggression. Too bad this thing doesn't have flash. I have to, like, party block to kill this thing. And that's if there's no tricks and none of my stuff dies. But I'm going to have to do that because we're so low on health already. Because this has just been... an absurd start by our opponent. Angelic Purge. Well, I can actually counter that. Which I think I'm going to. Yeah, you just heard that. We gotta find a way to block. Six trample damage next turn. And we can't do it. Opponent is just too insane with all of this. Again, just the perfect draws. I mean, I guess that's how you play Boros aggro in this format. You just get this thing and you activate it every turn. Oh, well, that's also wonderful, too. Yeah, none of our decisions in that game ultimately mattered. Because the opponent was just too aggressive too soon. We would have had to draw, like, our Angelic Purge. And then we would have been fine as long as they don't top deck an Incendiary Flow or something silly. We don't have the spirit that gains us life when it enters the battlefield. That is one thing this deck is missing, but we have Gisela. Why couldn't we have had Gisela? That would have solved all our problems there. AK the Great. Yeah, this is good. Jesus, Scrutiny wouldn't have even been that bad for a turn. Oh, now I guess I don't want to play the Selfless Spirit yet. Now I guess it's my turn to be the aggressor. Bump in the net. Okay. I'm gonna play this. We just got bumped. In the night. I gotta play with this. But the goose isn't doing anything. Drug Skull Shield Mate. That's interesting. Let's just be aggressive. Alright, you don't have to trade if you don't want to. Just flash out this Shield Mate. Don't want our opponent getting extra cards and getting out of this mess. Sever the Bloodline. Okay. That's not our most threatening card. Those are still coming. Any land gives us Gisela with protection. I mean, not protection from exile removal, which there seems to be a lot of in this format. That doesn't really do anything. I mean, you can jump block. I have another flyer. Gisela's like just here for... Yeah, it was our turn to finally be aggressive for once. Ghoul Caller's accomplice. I was gonna say apparatus, that's not right. Well, Gisela is just here. Well, that was, you know, I guess a make-up for the last game where we just got to sit there and watch our opponent be aggressive and not really able to stop them, and this time it happened to our opponent. Nimrazer Paladin. Alright, we're at 4 wins with a really awesome Spirit deck. T. Smith 6874. I'm going to take a mulligan because I can't actually cast anything. If one of these was an island, we could for sure keep. Oh, we can for sure keep this. Question is, what do I want? I guess the Tattered Haunter is probably the worst thing out of this. The Shepherd has just been amazing. I don't want that going to the bottom. Tap target non-human creature. Well, that's annoying. That's supremely annoying. I guess we play the Dauntless Guitar and hope we can just trade with this thing. Tapper cards always annoy me. Next turn, I think it's the take inventory and maybe hit some smaller things to be more mana efficient. I'll take this trade. Just let this trade go through. Perfect. Raven Inspector, which is a 2/3 due to the... actually, I think I do this anyway because we have the Cathar Spirit here. Alright, no blocks. That's not the removal spell we needed. I could... I don't think that's the move. And since that thing has vigilance, it's guaranteed to be able to trade at some point, so may as well trade. Another take inventory. That will be good. Let's do this. Yeah, let's do this. Not the most mana efficient thing, but it's okay. That'll be our third take inventory. Oh, that's rude. It's a mythic rare. Enters battlefield, creatures you control gain indestructible. Whenever a non-angel creature you control dies, transform Archangel Avacyn. When it transforms, it deals 3 damage to each other creature and each opponent. Great! Now I can't let their stuff die. Oh, you're gonna block my... Alright, fine. Okay, well, I got the perfect ways to interact and not have their stuff die. Yep, you have a 4/2 fox. This is now just a pure race. Just to draw 4. If that is okay with you, opponent. Down to 10. We are not going to do that. You're going to play unfair rares and mythics. I get to play unfair rares and mythics. If I kill that, the Avacyn flips, and I don't need that happening in my life right now. So I'm not going to block. Let's just kill our opponent. My turn. Tap your crap. And away we go. Yeah. I had a feeling this deck was going to be good. I mean, its wins have been pretty dominating, though we've lost horribly a couple of times. To Hyper Aggro Boros and Endless Emerge blue-green. But otherwise, we have a very solid deck. Tal rules. Yeah. This is a keepable hand. Semi-ridiculous having 4 take inventories, but when you start seeing them wheel in pack 1, you can pretty much rest assured that they're going to continue to wheel for the rest of the draft, and you can get all of them. Oh, I'm going to draw a card. Oh, well, that's rude. Why am I drawing all lands? I even cut a land out of this. I thought that was another take inventory for a moment. This is bidding, that's annoying. Island is also annoying. I was gonna tap these, I think. Alright, draw a Skull Shield Mate. That's fine, because I can surprise kill one of them, hopefully. Get some action going here. I'm gonna save the Jace's Scrutiny, because I do have a lot of things. I mean, this could just immediately die, too. Oh. Well, that's actually fine. Let's card an island, because I have a million of them. That works. Drag under... Okay, sure. Yeah, I was gonna say, no world do you fall for this again. But now we can take our trick to the offense. Maybe. Maybe not. Alright, I guess we're just going to leave it back as a 2-3, because this is not a current race that we're winning. Well, that's not better. Yeah, Thraven Inspector. I get my own. I get the mini-me version of the Drownyard Explorers. I have a million lands, so I can just do this right now. Spectral Shepherd, that's perfect. And now we have some tricks at the ready. I can also start bouncing my spirits. Just keep in mind, this is not a spirit. I cannot bounce it with this. You know, I thought this was like a slow, clunky sort of thing, but there's a lot of tricks you can do with it. Like, you can bounce your stuff. Well, of course you bounce your stuff. You can, like, nullify some of your opponent's removal. You can block and bounce your thing. You can reuse your ETB effects. I need my... What number take inventory would it be? Oh, that's not good. My third take inventory? Okay. I guess for right now, we wait. Opponent has a lot of cards in hand. And I have 10 lands. I need my emerge thing. I'd like to be able to use the scrutiny to kill something. Alright, well, our opponent's about to see how ineffective this is when we have a million mana. We could use our Gisela as well. Kindly stranger. I don't take kindly to that. That'll kill a thing when it flips. And there's Olivia's Bloodsworn. Now this game is getting further and further away from me. Because our opponent has all gas and we keep drawing lands even though we've discarded one. We're on 12 lands, our opponent is on 8. Please attack with that. Thank you. That is what I needed. Now we're gonna go for tricks. Alright. That's not better. Also, this thing can transform and kill something. Or attempt to kill something, I should say. Oh, take inventory. That's perfect. Can this... That can just be activated anytime. Alright. Oh, hey. Opponent's not the only one. With tricks. Why? Everything I have requires blue. Why would you... I have 7 mana. I need 2 to bounce a thing. 2 to probably bounce another thing. Let's draw a billion more cards. That's cool. I can tap one of the flyers. I need to get going offensively here. Let's end the turn here. This is probably going to try and kill Topplegeist. Maybe I should just Essence. I should just Essence Flux here. Problem is it doesn't give me enough power to kill anything. But I guess it's fine. I still have 2 activations of this up. I'm going to tap the 4/5. We want to keep our Topplegeist alive, too. I also need to find a way to win quickly. I think that's where the Drownyard Behemoth... That's not really going to help, is it? Because we are going to run out of cards before our opponent. We have Gisela in the deck. There we go. There's our... We need Gisela. Doesn't want to attack. Okay. That's not Gisela. But this can let me start attacking. Because I can just purge away the 4/5. Sack a land, because, again, I have 1,000,000 of them. And Topplegeist can tap the other... Fair enough. Can we... If I get 15 power in the air, I can also win. I'm a bit off from that. Ruthless Disposal. Killing a couple of my ground guys, that's fine. Want some sort of attack to happen, though. Guess I'm gonna play the land. Gisella's still in the deck. So I have 13 land in play right now. That brings me... Oh, he doesn't have any... Okay, so I... Yeah, this is fine. Tap down the 4/5 flyer. I have an idea. I have a brilliant idea. Not gonna tap out, though. Oh, Spell Queller. That's nice of you to join me. Tap that. I can't attack with too much here. That thing is probably not supposed to be attacking, or blocking. Alright, cool. Now, if there is a mass attack, I can just flash this in. I'll flash in the Spell Queller, too. Okay. Because we went on the crackback. Oh, this deck is brutal. So much card draw, so much everything. Though we are still working really hard for our wins here. I don't remember this format being this tough back in back when it first came out and I did a few drafts. Cesartnik. That looks good. Spectral Shepherd is an all-star, and so is Topplegeist. The only thing this hand is lacking is like 3 take inventories. Oh, you're gonna kill my thing. Okay. Well, I guess I don't get to Topplegeist much. Oh, I have Dauntless Cathar. That's good. I have a lot of 3-drops in this deck. Not a bad thing. I'm just going to hold back our flash creatures and be a little bit sneaky. That's fair. Let's do it again with the Spell Queller. Do you have another Make Mischief? I know it's a good card. Okay, no, that's pointing at my face. There could still be removal for this. Okay. Let's go with the Flyer. I can just... because now I can return spirits. I'm just going to take this. Like, I'm winning this race. I only have a couple of cards left, but we've gotten pretty good value out of our stuff. There's Tormenting Voice. Pitching things that don't have Madness. Faithless Looting. I don't think that's the best card to play unless you have a lot of Madness things. My Spectral Shepherd can just protect whatever he tries to kill if he... oh, he's only got one swamp. What are you even going to try to kill? Yeah. I could just bounce this back to my hand and keep it there. I don't see a point in doing that, though, because I miss out on 2 damage. We're winning this race in the air anyways. So we're just going to make him have something. Land is fine. Take inventories would be better. If he attacks, I'm not blocking. I need a thing. I need one of my removal spells. I can't beat that card otherwise. That's not removal. Yeah, I guess I still have an attack here. Because I can just bounce it. Opponent's like, I don't know what tricks there are. Please block my Spell Queller. Welcome to the tricky world of Spectral Shepherd. I need Angelic Purge, or I'll even settle for Bound by Moonsilver on this thing. Well, I can't just keep taking damage now, can I? So I'd rather take 1 damage instead of 2. The 3/2 can't attack. It's not a spirit, so I can't just bounce it back to my hand. I'm gonna prefer if you don't do that. Of course, now I'm a little bit vulnerable. Yeah, we're having issues. I feel like every time I see this card, if I can't immediately kill it, my opponent just wins. That's not bad. Can't attack effectively. Haunting Dead, that's terrible because there's a 1/1 spirit. Has to be a spirit I control. I can't just bounce my opponents. I really just need Angelic Purge, specifically that one now, because Bound by Moon Silver will not cut it. This will actually kill my Spectral Shepherd, so I have to return this too. The only card that fixes this is... oh gosh, Giss's Bidding. I think we're losing this one. We haven't had our take inventories, so even our first one is not going to be good right now. Our opponent's board is just way too wide. I can't beat this Flameblade Angel because it just wrecks me every time I see it. How much damage is this? 5, 6, potentially 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, it's actually lethal. So I need to block something. That's not what I meant to do. I do need to block something here. Oh, this is so bad. Because even if I get Angelic Purge, I've flooded out. Our opponent has a little bit too, with 7. But I'm sitting here with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 lands. Opponent got to filter away a couple more. Okay, I'm sorry for making fun of you for playing the... not Tormenting Voice, what was it? The... Faithless Looting. I mean, this will keep the creature in the graveyard, but I don't have a way of bringing it back. You're late to the party. Yep. That's not gonna happen. Man, if I ever had a deck that deserved 7 wins and didn't get it. But I mean, look what it took to beat this deck. It took Flameblade Angel, Boros Hyper Aggro nonsense, and Endless Emerge. That's what we lost to. One final look at the deck. Deck was amazing. We had 4 take inventories, which was silly. We had Scrutiny. We had all of the spirits that you would see in like constructed level ones, and we had Gisela, who showed up a couple of times. Yeah. I don't have much more to say. So I guess we'll take our 1,800 gems. That is a bit of a profit. Our 5 packs. And for now, I'll take My leave.